This is external features of our heart. Take a look at that. Our heart shape is clear shape. And also our heart is nothing but triangular outline like this. Our heart anterior part is broader and the posterior part is narrower. Like this. This is the broader part and this is the narrower part. This is anterior part and this is the posterior part. Our heart is surrounded by two membranes called as a pericardium. Within the pericardium, there is a fluid called a pericardial fluid. Pericardium and pericardial fluid both are protect the heart from the shocks. Okay, and this one is internal structure of human heart. So, whenever we observe human heart, we will find that there are four chambers. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, in our heart, there are four chambers are present. Upper two chambers are called auricles or atrium. Atria is a plural, atrium is a singular. This one is this one is right atrium and this one is left atrium. Okay, right atrium is somewhat bigger in size than the left atrium. This right atrium it receives blood from all body parts with the help of pre-caval vein and also post-caval vein. Okay, this right atrium it receives deoxygenated blood from all body parts. Okay, next left atrium. Left atrium is a smaller one than the right one. This left atrium it receives oxygenated blood from the lungs with the help of pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins. With the help of pulmonary veins, this left atrium it receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. Okay. Next, we will go to the two other chambers, which are lower. So the lower two chambers of our heart are called ventricles. Ventricles are two in number, right ventricle and left ventricle. Right ventricle is bigger in size than the left ventricle. Right atrium and also right ventricle both are always consist deoxygenated blood. Okay. Next, this right atrium it opens into right ventricle by a hole, nothing but aperture called a right auriculoventricular aperture. Through this right auriculoventricular aperture, this right atrium opens into right ventricle. At this place means at the right auriculoventricular aperture there is a valve. That is a tricuspid valve. This valve function is, listen carefully, this valve function is it allows blood from right atrium to right ventricle only. This tricuspid valve it prevents the backflow of blood. Means it prevents the blood from right ventricle to right atrium. Got it? Right. Next, we will go to the next aperture here. That is the left auriculoventricular aperture. Left auriculoventricular aperture is nothing but a hole-like structure present between right left atrium and left ventricle. Through this aperture, left atrium opens into left ventricle. At this place means at the left auriculoventricular aperture, there is a valve called a bicuspid valve. This bicuspid valve is also called as a mitral valve. What is another name of bicuspid valve? Mitral. This bicuspid valve, it allows blood flow from the left atrium to left ventricle only. Prevents the backflow of blood. Okay, this is about the bicuspid valve and also left auriculoventricular apertures. Next, we will go to the blood vessels which are connected to the our heart. So first one is aorta. This one. This aorta is also called as a systemic aorta. This is systemic aorta. It arises from the left ventricle and it carries oxygenated blood always to the all body parts. Next, from the right ventricle, there is another kind of arise. This blood which arises from the right ventricle is called as a pulmonary artery, which carries deoxygenated blood to lungs. Pulmonary means lungs. Here there is an important point, that is all arteries they carry oxygenated blood, except this pulmonary artery, it carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Okay. Next, let us know about pulmonary vein. Pulmonary veins, they are started from the lungs. Listen carefully. Pulmonary veins started from lungs and they opens into left atrium. These two are pulmonary veins. These two and also these two. These two are left pulmonary veins. These two are right pulmonary veins. All these are opened into the left ventricle. These pulmonary veins, they bring oxygenated blood from the lungs to left atrium of our heart. Listen carefully. In all veins, deoxygenated blood flows, but in the pulmonary vein, oxygenated blood flows. So that oxygenated blood finally reaches left atrium. Now let us know about blood flow. So this right atrium, it receives deoxygenated blood from the all body parts except lungs. Is it right? Yes. Next, this left atrium, it receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. Now these both atria, they get contracted. They get contracted. As a result, blood flows into the ventricles. Means blood from the right atrium enters to right ventricle. Blood from the left atrium to left ventricle. Then these two ventricles, they get contracted. Immediately, blood from the right ventricle enters into the pulmonary artery. Okay. Here there is a valve. Here there is a valve. This valve is called as a pulmonary valve. Listen carefully. This pulmonary valve, it allows the blood from the right ventricle to pulmonary artery only. Means like this. This pulmonary valve, it prevents the backflow of blood. Means it prevents the flowing of blood from pulmonary artery to right ventricle. It means it is next one. Next another one, that is heart. From this left ventricle, there is blood vessel arises, that is aorta, is also called as systemic aorta. At this place, there is a valve that is called as the systemic valve. Systemic valve. This valve, it allows blood flow from the left ventricle to aorta only. I repeat again. This systemic valve, it allows blood from the left ventricle to systemic aorta only. Okay, here we can say one thing. The function of valves is allowing the blood in single direction. Is it right? Yes. So this is about the internal structure of